Industry professionals in environmental health and safety shared insights on trends they're seeing in their field during the 2024 Grainger Show in Orlando, Florida.
I think across the industry we're seeing a lot on, human performance issues. That's how does the brain work? Why are people making decisions that they're making? And I think that's a fascinating field and something that we've really got to look into going forward. I think that's one of the things I think that could change how we view safety and how we can adapt people's performance to the work they have to do.
I think it's work demand. I think all the industries that I've focused on have such a high demand for producing their product. I don't care if it's energy, distilled beverages, major manufacturing, just the demand that they're trying to deliver. And one of the things that I recognize is they don't have a lot of time to do what I call their initial safety orientation. They hire an employee, probably need to spend 24 hours with them over the course of their introductory period to focus on those key safety training issues, and they're hiring people and they're starting them the next day and not really putting the effort, I believe, in where they need to as far as safety orientation.
The evolution of EAOHS is going to be such that we are going to be integrating more and more technology throughout the years. It's going to be a building block and a real synergistic model between people and computers and machinery. In the next couple of years, we're going to focus more on ergonomics. We're going to focus more on workplace fatigue. That's where we're really moving as an industry.
Musculoskeletal disorder prevention. We can actually use AI tools and models to help the EHS professional on site understand their risk through computer vision, collect big data and understand what their metrics look like, get into that predictive model of understanding if an injury could occur and where it could occur. So I think that you can use these types of technologies to understand what's happening in the workplace, so that way the health and safety professional can focus on those higher priority projects where they really need to be.
Focus on environmental, we focus on safety. The health aspect of it's super, super interesting. What we call medical surveillance programs is worlds apart of what it can be to be able to work with employees and ensure that they're taken care of while they're with us, while they're at work. If you tell an employee you work 8 hours, 12 hours, and then go home and all of your medical issues or your issues to deal with, we got to grow past that, right? So I really would like to see the H aspect of it come to light, from regulatory capacity for focus groups, for ENZ, for ASSP, all of these organizations that put a ton of effort and resource. Let's do better on what we call medical surveillance for employees.
What my team is working on now is how do you do emergency management in a renewable energy world? If you remember a few months ago, there was a huge polar vortex that swept the nation. And there was a great news article about electric vehicles in Chicago that couldn't be charged because it was too cold. What would you do if you had a fleet of electric vehicles in Chicago and you relied on them to work? So we're looking at emergency management not only from sustainability and resilience, but how do we continue our operations when we have these renewable energy sources? Snow and volcanic ash or mudslides on your solar panels.